Well, good afternoon again, everyone, and welcome back to the Tiger Softball Complex as we are going to get you set for the second state semifinal game. This one will pit the Bryant Hornets against the Har-Ber Wildcats. Hello, everyone. I'm John McElroy, and I'm excited to be here with you this afternoon to cover the second state final game, what should be a good matchup between the 1 seed from the 6A Central, the Bryant Hornets, and the 3 seed from the 6A West, the Har-Ber Wildcats. Well, you can see the coaches are meeting with the umpires in the plate conference, and so we are just about set for softball. Well, if you watch the first game, what a finish. The Bentonville Tigers advanced to next week's state title game with a 2-1 extra inning victory in the bottom of the 8th inning against the Rogers Mounties. Both teams played a great game. It was a pitcher's duel, to say the least, but the Bentonville Tigers were fortunate to come out on top, and they will be competing for a state title next weekend down at the University of Central Arkansas. They will meet the winner of the game you're about to watch between the Har-Ber Wildcats and the Bryant Hornets. The Har-Ber Wildcats were the 2nd seed out of the 6A West. I think I said 3 seed a while ago, but no, they were the 2nd seed here in the state tournament, but they'll take on the 1 seed out of the 6A Central and the Bryant Hornets. All right. Well, folks, while we have a moment, let's go ahead and go over the starting lineups. First, for the visiting Har-Ber Wildcats, leading off for Har-Ber will be the third baseman, number 6, Kennedy Smith. Batting second for Har-Ber, the center fielder, number 9, Briley Bratcher. Batting third, playing shortstop, number 12, Savannah Woods. Batting fourth, playing first base for Har-Ber, number 18, Jasmine Thomas. Batting fifth, catching, number 11, Zaimada Sanchez. Batting sixth, pitching today for the Wildcats, number 4, Syra Dots. Batting seventh, playing second base, number 3, Zaria Palmer. Batting eighth, playing left field, number 5, Savannah Mounts. And batting ninth, the designated player, number 10, Belle Haney. And playing right field, number 16, Madison Little. Well, that's your starting lineup for the Har-Ber Wildcats. And now, let's hear the starting lineup for the Bryant Hornets. Leading off for the Bryant Hornets, number 27, the right fielder, Addison Farley. Batting second, playing third base, number 34, Keston Samino. Batting third, playing shortstop, number 5, Chloe Lovell. Batting fourth, the left fielder, number 2, Michaelia Easterwood. Batting fifth, playing second base, number 11, Specs Easterwood. Batting sixth, catching for the Hornets, number 33, Jenna Nichols. Batting seventh, playing center field, number 18, Marley Garcia. Batting eighth, playing first base, number 37, Aaliyah Pegram. Batting ninth, the designated player, number 38, Alana Dunn. And in the circle today for the Bryant Hornets is Madeline Baldwin.
And your flex player, number 16, Madison Little. Number 27, Addison Farley.
Well, folks, while we have a moment here, tell you what, we have a lot of folks here that have helped to make this possible this weekend. So we'd like to give a shout out to our sponsors to help us put on the 6A state softball tournament. Outdoor Cap, as you can see there, Johnny Brusco's Pizzeria, Whataburger, Raising Cane's Chicken, Ziggy's Coffee, Junk Brands, and the Crane Automotive Group. And folks, these are the businesses that have committed to our kids and our community. So please give them a chance to earn your business, and we thank them so much for the sponsorship of this year's 2025 6A State Softball Tournament.
Number 38, Elena Dunn. And at the flex, number 21, Madeline Baldwin.
Beautiful afternoon here in northwest Arkansas. Partly cloudy skies. It's kind of warmed up a little bit. Temperature in the lower to mid 80s at this point. Not a whole lot of breeze, especially not from yesterday, but wind shouldn't really be that much of a factor in today's ball game. And while we have a moment, I'd like to thank our student live stream crew members who are helping make this broadcast possible. Carson Pike and Beverly Harrington running the cameras, running the production board. Folks, we could not do this without these young folks, and they really helped make this possible. So big thank you and shout out to them. Okay, well, the Bryant Hornets, the home team, have taken the field. And as you can see, Madeline Baldwin, number 21 in the circle. She'll be the starting pitcher for the Hornets. Folks, on our YouTube channel, we are so happy you've decided to tune in and join us today for this broadcast. We also, here momentarily, will be the start of the 6A soccer state finals of the Bentonville Tigers and the Roger Heritage War Eagles. And that'll also be taking place live on the Bentonville Tiger Athletics YouTube channel. So, Madeline Baldwin's first pitch to leadoff hitter Kennedy Smith. That'll be outside for ball one. Kennedy Smith, the Har-Ber third baseman, standing in from the right side. Baldwin looks in, delivers. That one's going to be fouled off over the screen, out of play. One ball, one strike, just underway here from Bentonville, the Tiger Softball Complex. Baldwin will send that in, and Kennedy Smith will once again foul that over to the right side, over the Har-Ber dugout. So Baldwin will work ahead in the count, 1-2. That one high and out. That'll even things up at 2 apiece. 2 balls, 2 strikes. That one is hit high into left field. Easterwood underneath it. Michaela Easterwood makes the catch for the first out here in the top of the first.
Now batting number 9, Briley Bratcher.
So that'll bring the center fielder for the Har-Ber Wildcats, number 9, Briley Bratcher. She'll come to the plate with one out here in the top of the first. Baldwin's first pitch to Bratcher. Outside. Baldwin evens things up with a foul over to the right side. 1 ball, 1 strike. Baldwin throwing it in there with a little velocity today. Har-Ber hitters a little late on it. That one upstairs, ball 2, 2 balls, 1 strike. And that one's going to be fouled up. Catcher may have a chance, and she gets it. Jenna Nichols, the Bryant catcher, goes back, makes a play on it for the second out here in the top of the first. Okay, and so if Har-Ber's going to get anything going here in the top of the first, it'll be up to the shortstop, number 12, Savannah Woods. She'll stand in from the right side, awaiting the pitch of Madeline Baldwin. Baldwin's first pitch paints the corner on the outside for a called strike 1. Nice pitch by Madeline Baldwin. That one downstairs, ball 2. Just got an update from the Arkansas softball regional. The Arkansas Razorbacks got a walk-off homer in the bottom. Walk-off hit to beat Oklahoma State 6-5. And there is a celebration, as you can imagine, going on down at Bogle Park this afternoon. What a victory. Well, it's a 2-1 count now on Savannah Woods. Woods going to send it to the shortstop. Lovell kind of bobbles it right there. Can't make the play at first, and the Har-Ber Wildcats are going to have their first base runner. Now they'll charge an error to the shortstop right there. And that'll bring Jasmine Thomas to the plate, the Har-Ber first baseman, with a runner on first with 2 outs here in the top of the first inning. Baldwin's first pitch to Thomas downstairs, ball 1. Nice pitch on the inner half of the plate that time by Madeline Baldwin. Now leaving things up at 1 apiece, 1 ball, 1 strike. Runner goes. That ball is hit out toward right field. Addison Farley's underneath it, and that'll do it for the top of the first inning. Well, we played a half inning, no score. Coming back here in just a moment for the bottom half of the first. You're watching State Tournament Softball on the Bentonville Tiger Athletics YouTube channel.
Foster Roofing has been assisting Arkansas homeowners as they've weathered every storm for over 30 years. Foster Roofing is a family-owned, locally operated company providing expert professional roofing services. For your roof repair, choose local, licensed, and professional. Choose Foster Roofing.
Okay, we welcome you back to the Tiger Softball Complex, where we're going to the bottom of the first inning. The Bryant Hornets, the Har-Ber Wildcats. Second state semifinal game, the final state semifinal game being played right now live on the Bentonville Tiger Athletics YouTube channel. Winner of this one, of course, will meet the Bentonville Tigers next week to play for the state title. Bryant Hornets, the home team today, 1 seed out of the 6A Central Conference, meeting the 2 seed, the Har-Ber Wildcats, in the 6A West Conference. It'll be Syra Dots in the circle for the Har-Ber Wildcats, and she'll face Bryant's leadoff hitter, number 27, Addison Farley. Just saw Addison Farley make the third out there back in the top of the first, and she'll lead it off for the Bryant Hornets. Farley will stand in from the right side. Dots now set to deliver. Dots' first pitch is going to miss outside, ball 1. Dots throws that one in, fouled off to the screen by Farley. Now leaving the count at 1 ball, 1 strike. Dots delivers a nice off-speed pitch with some movement. Well, that fools Farley. And Dots is going to work ahead in the count now, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Beautiful pitch by Syra Dots. Sierra Dots. Sorry about that, Mom and Dad. Sierra Dots. 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Farley. That ball is going to be blooped over toward the first base side. And Jasmine Thomas, the first baseman, came to her right in front of Zyria Palmer, the second baseman. And that just kind of dropped between them. And Addison Farley, she's going to reach base on an error. I'm calling an error on the first baseman. Actually, I think they're going to change the ruling here. They're going to give her a base hit, infield single. That'll bring Keston Semino to the plate. And Sierra Dots pitch there. Up high, 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. That moves the count to 1 ball, 2 strikes. That one's going to be fouled off over the Hornet dugout. That one just misses outside. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Keston Semino. That one's going to be blooped over, and give Jasmine Thomas a lot of credit over there. She went right into almost the Har-Ber dugout, could not make the play. Count 2 balls, 2 strikes to Keston Semino. And Semino fouls that one deep into the parking lot. Wow. Hope everybody got their that makes everybody wonder what kind of deductible they have on their vehicle, because, boy, she put that out in the parking lot, but foul. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And that one is going to be hit right at the third baseman. Double play. Wow, what a play by Savannah Mounts, who grabs the line drive, throws over to first, catches Addison Farley off the bag. Double play, and that quickly makes it 2 outs in the inning. So that'll bring up Chloe Lovell, the Bryant shortstop. And Lovell shows bunt, pulls back, but that was a called strike on the outside corner. Dots delivers. Just misses outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Oh, great play by Savannah Mounts, the Har-Ber third baseman. That one's going to be fouled off over the screen. And now Dots will work ahead in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Dots set to deliver on the 1-2. Here's the pitch. It's going to be hit over to the right side. And that one is fouled off over to the left side. So Chloe Lovell hanging around. It's fouled off 3 or 4 pitches. Swing and a miss. She struck her out, and that will end the first inning. Well, we played one here in Bentonville. Har-Ber nothing, Bryant nothing. We'll be back in just a moment on the Bentonville Tiger Athletics YouTube channel.
When you're looking for a new car, you want to shop for a vehicle you love with an organization you trust. You've probably heard that McCarty Daniel means making deals, but what I'm inspired by the most is that McCarty Daniel means making a difference in our community. When you buy a vehicle with McCarty Daniel, you reinvest right here in the community, in our schools, in our little leagues, in our food banks, and our people. So you're not just making a purchase, you're making a difference too. Come see us at any of our 6 locations in Northwest Arkansas.
Goodbye, paperwork. Hello, convenience. Buy your dream home with the convenience of the Arvest Home for Me app. Goodbye, limits. Hello, possibilities.
Absolute Janitorial Service is a family-owned and operated commercial cleaning company serving all of Northwest Arkansas. We have a long track record for exceptional service and clear communication. We clean multiple facility types, including office buildings, medical facilities, manufacturing plants, churches, schools, and much more. Give Absolute Janitorial Service a call today for a free quote and see what an absolute difference our services can make for your business.
All right, welcome back. Leading it off this inning for the Har-Ber Wildcats, number 11, Zayamada Sanchez, the Har-Ber catcher. And first pitch to her, ball 1. Madeline Baldwin delivers. And that's going to catch the outside corner, called strike 1. Sanchez, the Har-Ber catcher. She'll take that pitch upstairs. 2-1 count. Sanchez going to hit that into shallow center, and that's going to drop for a base hit. And the Har-Ber Wildcats have their leadoff hitter on first. So good start here in the top of the second for Har-Ber. And Har-Ber coach coming and visiting with the plate umpire. I'm sure they're going to get a courtesy runner in for their catcher, Zayamada Sanchez. I'll see if we can get that number.
Now batting number 4, Sierra Dots.
That's a 24 coming in as a courtesy runner. Olivia Tingley. Tingley in to run for Sanchez. And Sierra Dots now, the Har-Ber pitcher, will come to the plate. Dots tries to lay down a bunt. Foul tip back to the screen. Well, that bunt is laid down. Actually, double play right there. Ball was fielded and then threw over to first to complete the double play.
Now batting number 3, Yuria.
Zaria Palmer now up to the plate for Har-Ber. She'll stand in from the left side. First pitch to her, strike 1. And Palmer will slap that one off, foul to the left side. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Zaria Palmer. And that's going to be hit into shallow right field. That'll get down for a base hit. Zaria Palmer take up her position at first. On a nice piece of hitting on a 1-2 count. Savannah Mounts now up for the Har-Ber Wildcats. She'll stand in from the left side. Slapped over to the third baseman, across, scored 5-3 on the putout, and the Bryant Hornets are out of the inning. Keston Semino to Aaliyah Pegram. All right, folks, we played 1.5, no score in the ball game. Back in just a moment on the Bentonville Tiger Athletics YouTube channel.
The roof is the home's main defense against the elements, so services like upkeep, repairs, and upgrades are vital. David's Roofing is the only roofing contractor in Northwest Arkansas that has the prestigious Select Shingle Master rating from Certainty. With David's Roofing, your roof is in good hands.
You don't even know. I can make your hands clap. Said I can make your hands clap. Somebody save your soul, 'cause you've been sinning in the city. I know too many troubles. All these lovers got you losing control. You like a drug to me, a luxury, my sugar and gold.
Okay, welcome back to the Tiger Softball Complex here in Bentonville, Arkansas, where the Bryant Hornets will come up to bat here in the bottom of the second. And leading off for the Hornets, number 2, the left fielder, Michaela Easterwood. Easterwood hits in the 4-hole for the Hornets. Facing Sierra Dots. First pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1. That one just misses outside, leaving the count 1 ball, 1 strike. That one's hit out towards center field, but Briley Bratcher right there. And she records the first out here in the bottom half of the second.
Up next for Bryant, number 11, Specs Easterwood.
So it'll be Specs Easterwood, the second baseman. She'll be next up for the Bryant Hornets. Dots now set to deliver. And that's going to be hit over to the right side. It'll get through. And Specs Easterwood takes first base on a single to right field.
Now batting number 33, Jenna Nichols.
Next up, Jenna Nichols, the Hornet catcher. First pitch by Dots just misses outside, ball 1. Easterwood on first. 1 out here, bottom of the second, with Jenna Nichols at the plate. There's a called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Bryant Hornets, 20 wins to only 1 loss overall, 11-1 in the 6A Central Conference champs. Trying to get the opportunity to face the Bentonville Tigers next week in the state championship game. 2 balls, 1 strike now to Jenna Nichols. Now Nichols with a 3-1 count against Sierra Dots. Should get a pitch to hit here. That one's going to get away from the catcher, but that is ball 4. Easterwood round second, but she'll stay put at second base.
Number 18, Marley Garcia.
So the first walk of the day given up by Sierra Dots. And now she'll face the center fielder for Bryant, number 18, Marley Garcia. Runners at first and second, 1 out. Said that one was down, ball 1. Thought for a moment she might have offered and not pulled back, but and I think the Har-Ber coach is kind of thinking the same thing. He's coming out to just ask about that one right there. Well, you know, and the thing is right there, it's a 3-man crew, but the umpire that would normally be down the first base line with a runner on first or with nobody on is actually in position between first and second. So the call had to go to the third base umpire and really didn't have a great view of it. That one's fouled off over the screen. Yeah, Marley Garcia in the right-hand box, right-handed hitter's box. So third base umpire, it'd be very difficult for him to make that call. All right, now 1 ball, 2 strikes to Garcia. Here's the pitch. That'll be fouled off. Oh, almost a catch by a fan in the stands right there. Upstairs, ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Runners on first and second with 1 out. Dots looks in. She delivers. Swing and a miss. She struck her out. And a big strikeout that time by Sierra Dots. Her second strikeout so far of the afternoon. So with 2 outs, that'll bring Aaliyah Pegram to the plate, the Bryant first baseman. Swing and a miss by Pegram. That one misses. Swing and a miss. Strike two. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And Sierra Dots, who's given up a walk and a single in this inning, is 1 pitch away from getting out of a little bit of a jam. Here's the 1-2. Just outside, and that'll even things up at 2 apiece. Not the first batter this inning she faced to line out to the center fielder, then a single for Easterwood and a walk to Nichols. But she's got a 2-2 count now. And that's going to run the count to full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. It's going to be fouled off to the screen. I'll tell you what, give Pegram credit. She's up there battling, staying alive, fouling those off. Sierra Dots, just a pitch away. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the 2nd inning. Dots delivers. Another foul. Swing and a miss. She struck her out. And give a lot of credit to Sierra Dots for getting out of the little jam right there. All right, we played 2 innings. We have no score. We'll be back in just a moment on the Bentonville Tiger Athletics YouTube channel.
Goodbye, 9 to 5. Hello, startup. So long, IOU. Hello, settled up. So long, someday. Hello, moving day. Finance and grow a business. Easily pay friends. And quickly check loan status with digital tools from Arvest Bank. Goodbye, limits. Hello, possibilities.
Jack Links presents Messin' with Sasquatch.
Oh.
Jack Links Jerky. Feed your wild side.
And I'm gonna need your customer number, account number, and ID number.
Ever get the feeling you're treated like a number instead of a person?
You know the difference between these numbers? Can't help me at all.
Okay, we are back here in Bentonville where we're going to the top of the 3rd inning. No score in the ball game. Bryant, Har-Ber. Har-Ber line score, no runs, 2 hits, no errors. Bryant, no runs, 2 hits, 1 error. Well, we saw a real pitcher's duel in the first game with the Rogers Mounties and the Bentonville Tigers. That one went to extra innings, 1-1 tie, and the Bentonville Tigers were able to drive a run in the bottom of the 8th inning to win that one. And this game's starting to shape up a lot like the first. Okay, lead it off for the Har-Ber Wildcats will be number 10, Belle Haney. And Madeline Baldwin's first pitch to Haney's in there for a called strike. Well, an update from Fayetteville. Of course, big series this weekend, Arkansas, Tennessee. Ryder Helfrich has just hit a grand slam to put the Razorbacks up 6-2. Razorbacks, of course, trying to go for the series win in the finale, SEC finale series. Baldwin delivers. That was going to be fouled back to the screen. Next week, the SEC tournament down in Hoover, Alabama, and a series victory would assure the Hogs of a top 8 national seed, and if they can win the regional, host a super regional. Make that path to Omaha a little easier. That pitch just upstairs, not by much. A nice pitch by Baldwin, but a little high in the zones. It'll even the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes. And Bell Haney now has worked the count to full, 3 balls, 2 strikes. That'll be it over the right side, taken by Easterwood across to Alita Pegram. And give Pegram a lot of credit right there. She dug that one out of the turf to get the first out of the inning.
Now batting number 6, Kennedy Smith.
So that's going to bring the leadoff hitter for the Har-Ber Wildcats to the plate. Number 6, Kennedy Smith. 0 for 1 on the afternoon. She flew out back in the top of the first. Smith will take the first pitch upstairs for ball 1. And got an update from the soccer state semifinal match between the Bentonville Tigers and the Heritage War Eagles. The Bentonville Tigers have just scored the first goal of the game with 12 minutes left to go in the first half of play. The Bentonville Tiger soccer team has taken a 1-0 lead over the Heritage War Eagles. That one being broadcast also on the Bentonville Tiger Athletics YouTube channel live. So 2-2 count now on Kennedy Smith. That one's going to be hit over the left side, taken by Semino over to Pegram. Scored 5-3 on the putout. Now there are 2 outs here in the top of the third.
Now batting number 9, Riley Bratcher.
So Riley Bratcher, number 9, will come up for the Har-Ber Wildcats. Plays center field for Har-Ber. 0 for 1 on the day, popped out to the catcher last time up. That pitch misses outside. Well, just gave you an update on the soccer score. The Bentonville boys and the Heritage boys. Bentonville had gone up 1-1 with about 12 minutes left in the first half. Heritage now with 11 minutes have tied it up 1-1. That pitch inside to Riley Bratcher. 3 balls, 1 strike. That one's going to be hit out toward left field, but Michaela Easterwood underneath it. And that will end the inning as the Wildcats go down in order. All right, we'll come back for the bottom of the third here in just a moment. You're watching the state softball tournament on the Bentonville Tiger Athletics YouTube channel.
And I'm going to need your customer number, account number, and ID number.
Ever get the feeling you're treated like a number instead of a person?
You know the difference between these numbers? Can't help me at all.
Some places can make you feel like a number. Your bank shouldn't be one of them.
Maria, how are you doing?
At Legacy
Good to
National
see ya.
Bank, we believe in relationships and taking the time to get to know you and your goals. You're never a number at Legacy National Bank. Your legacy starts here.
Jack Links presents Messin' with Sasquatch.
Oh! Hey! Woo! Oh, missed me.
Jack Links Jerky. Feed your wild side.
At Grand Savings Bank, we're committed to supporting and growing with our communities by sponsoring local teams and offering a comprehensive suite of financial services, all tailored to meet your needs. Join us in supporting our teams and experience banking to help you live grand. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Okay, we welcome you back here to Bentonville, where leading off for the Bryant Hornets will be number 38, Elena Dunn. 9-1-2 due up for the Hornets here in the bottom of the third inning. Sierra Dots delivers her first pitch just outside for ball one. Dunn, Farley, Samino. First three for the Hornets here in the bottom of the third. Dots finds the corner right there on the inside part of the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nice pitch by Sierra Dots. Now Dots will work ahead, 1-2 in the count. He struck her out.
Now batting number 27, Addison Farley.
Next up for the Hornets, number 27, Addison Farley. First pitch to Farley, it's outside ball one. Nice pitch by Dots. Kind of threw an off-speed pitch in there that fooled her. 1 ball, 1 strike. That one fouled back. Once again, Dots working ahead in the count, 1-2. Dots had 4 strikeouts so far, and we're only into the third inning. Now that one down in the turf. 3 balls, 2 strikes. That one is a line shot out towards center field. What a catch by Briley Bratcher. Oh, my. Briley Bratcher comes charging in, makes a diving catch. Otherwise, that could have been a double or even more. So with 2 outs now, that'll bring Keston Samino, number 34, to the plate. First pitch to Samino, strike one.
Number 34, Keston Samino.
Samino lined out to the third baseman last time up. That turned into, I believe that was the one that turned into a double play. And that one's going to be popped up in the infield. Shortstop, Woods, underneath it. She makes the catch. And that's going to be all for the third inning. Okay, we played 3 here in Bentonville. Bryant 0, Har-Ber 0. We'll be back in just a moment on the Bentonville Tiger Athletics YouTube channel.
Jacqueline's Jerky. Feed your wild side. Jacqueline's Jerky. Feed your wild side.
First Western has been here since 1910. We've earned our reputation not just by what we do, but by the way we do it. We call it the First Western way.
Come on in and see for yourself.
Jacqueline's presents Messin' with Sasquatch.
Oh, look who it is. Mr. Sasquatch. Whoa. Hey. Ooh. Missed me. That's my truck.
Jacqueline's Jerky. Feed your wild side.
All right, welcome back. We're going to the top of the fourth inning. No score in this one. Bryant, Har-Ber. One of these teams will be playing in Conway next week for the state title. And leading it off for the Har-Ber Wildcats will be the shortstop. Just made the play to end the inning, number 12, Savannah Woods. And Woods is going to foul that one off. Madeline Baldwin, the Bryant pitcher. She looks in, set to deliver. Here's the pitch. That one misses outside. That one's going to be hit high towards center field. Garcia coming in, makes the catch. Hey, Garcia covered some ground out there. Ball was floating toward right field, but Garcia came in, got underneath it, made the catch, made it look easy for the first out here in the top of the fourth. So Jasmine Thomas will step to the plate. She'll stand in from the right side and take the first pitch for strike one. Thomas 0 for 1 on the afternoon, lined out to the right fielder last time up. And Jenna Nichols back there behind the plate, tried to frame that one up. Wanted to give the umpire another look, but outside, ball one. That one's going to be hit over toward the shortstop. Lovell bobbles, throws over. And umpire says safe there at first. So they're going to charge an error to Lovell. Kind of wasn't able to field it very cleanly and to later throw over and allow Jasmine Thomas to get on first. Second error in the ball game for the Bryant Hornets. So now with one out, Zamada Sanchez comes to the plate. First pitch to Sanchez, up and out, ball one. So Sanchez singled to center field last time at bat. She's got a runner on first, and Jasmine Thomas. Sanchez will take the second pitch inside. 2 balls, no strikes. And that one's going to be a called strike on the outer half. Now leaving things up at, 2 balls, 1 strike. That was going to be hit to the third baseman. She'll go over to second for 1. Can't complete the double play. That was Semino to Specs Easterwood. Scored 5-4 on the putout. And that's 2 outs in the inning. So the Har-Ber pitcher, Sierra Dots, now will come to the plate. First pitch to Dots, in there, strike 1. Dots popped out to the catcher, back in the top of the second. That's going to be fouled back to the screen. That'll be popped out of play. I think that hit right on top of the press box. That's going to be a line shot. It's going to get into the right center gap. Thomas coming around, and Har-Ber takes the lead as Sierra Dots makes her way into third base with a stand-up triple. Well, a good piece of hitting by Sierra Dots. Drove it all the way to the fence in right center field. Scores Thomas from first base. So, Zyria Palmer now. Palmer takes the first pitch, strike 1. So, Har-Ber draws first blood here in this one. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. That one's going to be popped over toward left field, and wow, Michaela Easterwood comes in, makes the play. Chloe Lovell, the shortstop was going out. They almost collided, but good play by Easterwood to get the Hornets out of the inning. All right, folks, we played 3.5. We've got a 1-0 ball game. Har-Ber 1, Bryant 0. We'll be back in just a moment on the Bentonville Tiger Athletics YouTube channel.
Foster Roofing has been assisting Arkansas homeowners as they've weathered every storm for over 30 years. Foster Roofing is a family-owned, locally operated company providing expert professional roofing services. For your roof repair, choose local, licensed, and professional. Choose Foster Roofing.
Okay, welcome back to Bentonville. We're going to the bottom of the fourth inning. The Bryant Hornets coming up and leading it off. Chloe Lovell will stand in from the right side to face Sierra Dots. That one upstairs. That'll run the count to 2 balls, no strikes. Update from Fayetteville, Baum Stadium. Vahiva Aloy has just hit one to West Fork to give the Razorbacks a 7-2 lead over the Tennessee Volunteers. As Dots delivers, and that one's going to go back to the screen, hit the post, go back into the field of play. Foul ball, strike one. My colleague Ray Mayer over here saying believes that one Vahiva hit was just absolutely crushed. That pitch will run the count to 3 balls, 1 strike. Strike 2. Hey, Chloe Lovell started taking off her arm guards and everything like she was going to first, but the umpire said not too fast. Called her back. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And that one's going to be hit over to the right side. Palmer will get it over to Thomas. Scored 4-3 on the putout, and there's 1 out in the inning.
Up next for Bryant, number 2, Michaela Easterwood.
So Michaela Easterwood, the Hornet left fielder who you saw just make a great play to end that last inning, she'll stand in, the 4-hole hitter for Bryant. Pitch misses just outside. Swing and a miss. Good off-speed pitch that time by Dots. Really had Easterwood fooled right there. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Easterwood. And I'm not so sure if I'm Dots, I wouldn't try that same pitch right here. Well, that one's upstairs. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Easterwood will foul that one off. Two balls, 2 strikes. Dots delivers. Swing and a miss. Got her on the changeup once again. What a great pitch by Sierra Dots.
Now batting number 11, Specs Easterwood.
The 5th strikeout of the afternoon for Dots. And now she'll face Specs Easterwood, the Bryant second baseman. Swing and a miss. Misses outside. Swing and a miss. That'll run the count to 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 outs. Here in the bottom of the 4th, Bryant trailing 1-0. A good 1-2 pitch right there by Dots, trying to get her to chase. Chased a couple on the outside half. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Well, that one just misses. I didn't think she really went around there. That's going to run it to full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Dots now with the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck her out. And that will end the inning. All right, we played 4 here at Bentonville. Har-Ber 1, Bryant nothing. Back in a moment on the Bentonville Tiger Athletics YouTube channel. Okay, we are back in Bentonville. We're going to the top of the 5th inning. This one moving quickly. The Har-Ber Wildcats up 1-0 over the Bryant Hornets. And leading it off for the Wildcats will be the left fielder, number 5, Savannah Mounts. Baldwin's first pitch to Mounts upstairs. This is high for ball 1. Oh, nice hit by Mounts down the left field line. Good job by Easterwood getting to that to hold her to first base. But the Har-Ber Wildcats have their leadoff runner on. Leadoff hitter on, shall I say. And that'll bring number 10, Belle Haney, to the plate, the designated player. Haney grounded out to second base back in the top of the 3rd. And she'll take the first pitch inside for ball one. Yeah, good piece of hitting that time by Savannah Mounts. Takes it opposite right down the line. That gets to the inside half, and Jenna Nichols is going to try to throw down and catch Savannah Mounts sleeping down there on first. Mounts back in safely. 2-0 count to Belle Haney. That'll miss outside. That'll move the count to 3 balls, no strikes. And Har-Ber now with a little something working here in the top half of the 5th inning. This one's scheduled for 7. There's a pitch down the middle. Strike one. 3 balls, 1 strike. That'll be fouled off. That'll run the count to 3-2. So Baldwin, after starting 3-0 against Belle Haney, he's worked it back to a full count. Here's the pitch. And that one's going to be hit out toward right field. Second baseman Easterwood coming over. She'll make the play for the second out in the inning. I'm sorry, that's only the first out in the inning.
Up next for Har-Ber, number 6, Kennedy Smith.
So Kennedy Smith, the leadoff hitter for Har-Ber, takes the first pitch for ball one. Second pitch up and out, ball 2. Smith 0 for 2 on the day, flew out to left field back in the first, grounded out to the third baseman back in the 3rd inning. She's got a runner on with 1 out. That's going to miss up. 3 balls, no strikes. Now this is how Baldwin started on the last hitter up. See if she can work this back. Here's the pitch, strike 1. Now Kennedy Smith, who's contacted it both times, she's been out both times, but she's likely to get a pitch to hit right here on a 3-1 count. Boy, she took a good swing at it right there. Just missing, just barely. So once again, 3 balls, 2 strikes after starting out 3-0. Madeline Baldwin getting set to deliver on the payoff pitch. That's downstairs, ball 4. That is the first walk given up by Madeline Baldwin. So that'll bring Briley Bratcher to the plate. 2 on and 1 out. First pitch in there, called strike. Bratcher 0 for 2 on the afternoon. Popped up to the catcher first time up. Lined out to left field back in the top of the 3rd. Hey, Bratcher tried to lay a bunt down. Kind of a last-minute deal right there. Wasn't a bad idea, just couldn't get it down cleanly. That'll move the count to 1 ball, 2 strikes. That is hit high and deep to left field. Easterwood's underneath it. She makes the catch for the second out of the inning. So now it'll be Savannah Woods, the Har-Ber shortstop.
Savannah Woods.
She'll come to the plate, stand in from the right side. 0 for 2 on the afternoon, reached on an error back in the first, flew out to center field back in the fourth. First pitch to Woods inside, ball 1. That one's going to be hit over the left side. Good play. Samino fields it, just steps on third for the third out of the inning, and Bryant gets out of a little bit of a jam right there. All right, folks, we played 4.5. Har-Ber 1, Bryant 0. We'll be back for the bottom half of the 5th inning here in just a moment on the Bentonville Tiger Athletics YouTube channel.
Foster Roofing has been assisting Arkansas homeowners as they've weathered every storm for over 30 years. Foster Roofing is a family-owned, locally operated company providing expert professional roofing services. For your roof repair, choose local, licensed, and professional. Choose Foster Roofing.
Okay, we're back. Going to the bottom of the 5th inning. This one's scheduled for 7. Har-Ber hanging on to a 1-0 lead. Scored a run back in the top of the 4th, and that's been it for both teams. Har-Ber, 1 run on 4 hits, no errors. The Bryant Hornets, no runs, 2 hits, and 2 errors in the ballgame. So leading off for the Hornets will be the catcher, number 33, Jenna Nichols. Nichols, Garcia, and Pegram due up for the Hornets. First pitch to Nichols, in there, called strike. Nice pitch that time by Dots, low in the zone. That one's going to be hit high into left field, and that's going to drop just foul, about 4 feet outside the line right there. For a moment, I thought it had a chance to get down. If it had dropped fair, it would have dropped. Nobody was going to get to that one. But as it stands, just a long strike, no balls, 2 strikes. That one misses. Nichols drew a walk her last time at bat. The only walk given up so far today by Sierra Dots. That one's going to be hit high toward the gap in right center. What a catch by Madison Little. Holy smokes, Madison Little on a dead sprint from her position in right field. Sprints to her right towards center field, lays out and catches that one. What a gutsy play by Madison Little. That'll bring Marley Garcia. It'll stand in from the right side for Bryant. And Garcia's going to hit that. And the shortstop, Savannah Woods, she's going to drop back, catch that in shallow left. And quickly now, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th inning. So Aaliyah Pegram now will come to the plate. That one upstairs, just above the letters. 1 ball, no strikes. Nice pitch by Dots. Paints the corner on the outer half. That'll even things up at 1 apiece. One ball, 2 strikes on Aaliyah Pegram. That one misses out. That one is going to be lined out toward left, and that's going to drop for a base hit. So Aaliyah Pegram gets on base for Bryant with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th inning. So Elena Dunn now, she'll come to the plate, the designated player, with a runner on first with 2 outs. Good piece of hitting that time by Leah Pegram. 2 strikes. Brian is desperate need as we're moving into the late innings. They're in desperate need of base runners, down 1-0. And Elaine Dunn now, 2 pitches in. She's down 0-2 in the count with 2 outs. One ball, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, struck her out, and that'll end it here in the bottom of the 5th inning. So we played 5, Har-Ber 1, Bryant nothing. Back in a moment on the Bentonville Tiger Athletics YouTube channel.
When you're looking for a new car, you want to shop for a vehicle you love with an organization you trust. You've probably heard that McCarty Daniel means making deals, but what I'm inspired by the most is that McCarty Daniel means making a difference in our community. When you buy a vehicle with McCarty Daniel, you reinvest right here in the community, in our schools, in our little leagues, in our food banks, and our people. So you're not just making a purchase, you're making a difference too. Come see us at any of our 6 locations in Northwest Arkansas.
Goodbye, paperwork. Hello, convenience. Buy your dream home with the convenience of the Arvest Home for Me app. Goodbye, limits. Hello, possibilities.
Welcome back as we go to the top of the 6th. Har-Ber on top, 1-0. John McElroy here with you. Bring you 6A state softball semifinal action between the Bryant Hornets and the Har-Ber Wildcats. We've got a good one here, another pitcher's duel. Har-Ber hanging on to a 1-run lead as they come to bat here in the top of the 6th. It'll be Jasmine Thomas, number 18, to lead it off for the Wildcats. First pitch to Thomas is in there for a called strike. Madeline Baldwin's gone all the way for the Hornets. It's only given up 1 run on 4 hits. That's the difference in the ball game right now. Second pitch to Thomas upstairs for ball 1. Both pitchers have done a fantastic job here in the second semifinal game. Well, if you joined us for the first game, you saw a real pitcher's duel with two of the premier pitchers in the state, in Dalen Osborne for the Rogers Mounties and Darby Burnett for the Bentonville Tigers. What a battle that was. Three balls, one strike to Jasmine Thomas. That's going to be in there. Called strike two. Full count. Thomas, 0 for 2 on the day, did reach on an error back in the fourth inning. Now in the 3-2. That one's going to be lined out to center field. Nice piece of hitting there on a full count by Jasmine Thomas. So Zaymata Sanchez now comes to the plate for Har-Ber. First pitch, Sanchez. Good pitch by Baldwin on the outside half for strike one. That's going to be a blue pop-up, and Pegram's going to take that for first base position. She'll make the play. One out here in the top of the sixth. So Sierra Dots, the Har-Ber pitcher, tripled back in the top of the fourth. She's 1 for 2 on the afternoon. Had a ball that got to the right center gap, and she made it all the way to third base. That's a nice pitch by Madeline Baldwin. That was going to be hit towards center fielder. Garcia underneath it. She makes the catch. And that'll be the second out here in the top of the sixth. So next up, Zaria Palmer. She's 1 for 2 on the afternoon. Palmer's first pitch going to be fouled back. Oh, Palmer singled to right field back in the second. Flew out last time at bat. Oh, that one misses just up, but not by much. 2 balls, 1 strike. And that's going to be a base hit right up the middle for Zaria Palmer.
Now batting number 5, Savannah Mounts.
So Savannah Mounts now will come up to the plate with 2 outs here in the top of the sixth with runners on first and second. Swing and a miss by Mounts. Mounts singled her last time up out to left field. She's got a couple of base runners as Har-Ber's trying to Swing and a miss, struck her out, and the Hornets get out of the jam. All right, we played 5.5. We still got a one-run game. Har-Ber 1, Bryant nothing. We'll be back in just a moment on the Bentonville Tiger Athletic YouTube channel.
Absolute Janitorial Service is a family-owned and operated commercial cleaning company serving all of Northwest Arkansas. We have a long track record for exceptional service and clear communication. We clean multiple facility types, including office buildings, medical facilities, manufacturing plants, churches, schools, and much more. Give Absolute Janitorial Service a call today for a free quote and see what an absolute difference our services can make for your business.
The roof is the home's main defense against the elements, so services like upkeep, repairs, and upgrades are vital. David's Roofing is the only roofing contractor in Northwest Arkansas that has the prestigious Select Shingle Master rating from Certainty. With David's Roofing, your roof is in good hands.
Okay, we're back in Bentonville. We're going to the bottom of the 6th inning in a one-run game. Har-Ber scored back in the top of the 4th, and that's all it's been. Just a couple more innings to decide who's going to meet the Bentonville Tigers in next week's state championship game. And to lead it off for the Bryant Hornets, the leadoff hitter, number 27, Addison Farley. It'll be Farley, Samino, and Lovell due up for the Hornets here in the bottom of the 6th. Sierra Dots now. It's gone all the way for Har-Ber. Here's her first pitch to Farley. Nice changeup for Sierra Dots for strike one. Farley, 1 for 2 on the afternoon. Had an infield single back in the first, lined out to center field back in the third. As Dots delivers. That one well outside. That'll even the count at 1 apiece. Dots tries to throw that off speed right there. Farley not fooled that time, and that one misses. 2 balls, 1 strike. The Bryant Hornets down to their last 6 outs. They've got to find a run somewhere to keep this game going. And that one misses outside, and that'll run the count to 3-1. Now Farley this time, 3-1 count. You got to think she's going to get something to hit right here. Just don't chase if you're Addison Farley. And she puts a high fly ball that's in shallow right. It'll be taken by Palmer from her second base position for the first out of the inning.
Now batting number 34, Keston Samino.
Keston Samino now will stand in from the right side from the Hornets. Number 34, the third baseman for Bryant. And Dots' first pitch to Samino hits the outer half of the plate for called strike one. And Samino is going to hit that one over to the left side. That'll go over the Bryant dugout, out of play. Just misses right there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Tell you what, if I'm Keston Samino, I don't know that I could have taken that one. 1-2 count, 1 out here. Bottom of the 6th. That one upstairs, ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. I'll tell you what, give Keston Semino some credit right here. She has worked this count back to full. She's going to force Sierra Dots to throw to her. And here's the payoff pitch. That one downstairs, and Semino has drawn a walk. Only the second walk given up today by Sierra Dots. So now to be Chloe Lovell, the Bryant shortstop. I think the Har-Ber coach now is frustrated. He thought, I think he thought Lovell offered at it, and I can tell you what, right now the Har-Ber coach is not very happy with plate umpires. He felt Chloe Lovell offered it, that one pulled back. One ball, no strikes. Lovell attempted a bunt right there, popped it up over on the right side. Jasmine Thomas rushed in on it, just couldn't quite get to it. One ball, one strike, one out, a one-run game. That one fouled down the left field line. Okay, one ball, two strikes. Sierra Dots now gets set to deliver. Here's the pitch. That one's going to be hit out toward right field, but Madison Little is underneath it. She's going to throw back to Thomas at first to complete the double play. And Har-Ber with the double play is out of the bottom of the sixth. Well, folks, we're going to the seventh inning. Har-Ber on top, 1-0. We'll be back in just a moment on the Bentonville Tiger Athletics YouTube channel.
You don't even know. I can make your hands clap. Said I can make your hands clap. Somebody save your soul, 'cause you've been sinning in the city. I know too many troubles. All these lovers got you losing control. You like a drug to me, a luxury, my sugar and gold.
Goodbye, 9 to 5. Hello, startup. So long, IOU. Hello, settled up. So long, someday. Hello, moving day. Finance and grow a business. Easily pay friends. And quickly check loan status with digital tools from Arvest Bank. Goodbye, limits. Hello, possibilities.
Okay, we are going to the top of the seventh inning. Har-Ber on top, 1-0, and leading off for the Har-Ber Wildcats will be number 10, Belle Haney. Madison Baldwin's first pitch to Haney misses inside ball one. Haney 0 for 2 on the afternoon, ground out back in the third, popped out back in the fifth. Our first few pitches, both balls, 2 balls, no strikes. That one's going to be hit through the left side. And once again, Har-Ber with a leadoff single.
Now batting number 6, Kennedy Smith.
So that'll be Kennedy Smith coming to the plate, the leadoff hitter, the one-hole hitter for the Har-Ber Wildcats. First pitch to Smith, strike one. One ball, one strike to Smith. And that one's hit out to right center, and the right fielder, Addison Farley, underneath it, makes the play.
Now batting number 9, Bryant Hornets.
Well, one down here in the top of the first. I'm sorry, top of the 7th. And Har-Ber still with a 1-run lead. Would like to add a little insurance. Riley Bratcher now at the plate. Three balls, one strike now to Riley Bratcher. And Bratcher's going to hit that out toward right center. Marley Garcia underneath it to make the second out of the inning.
Now batting number 12, Savannah Woods.
So number 12, Savannah Woods, will be up for Har-Ber. And coach for Har-Ber wanted to have a little conversation with Woods. Okay. Savannah Woods now. She'll step in from the right side with 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. First pitch to Woods inside.
Hey, y'all done a great job. Thanks, Chris. Yeah, we got good help around here.
Woods 0 for 3 on the afternoon. Did reach on an error back in the first. That one's upstairs for ball 2. You kind of get the feeling that 1 run may not be enough against the 1 seed out of the 6A Central, but here's the pitch to Savannah Woods, and that's going to hit the corner. 2 balls, 1 strike.
I know this. One person alone doesn't do it all.
And that was going to be it high and deep to left field. Easter Woods underneath it makes the catch. Came off the bat pretty hot, but Easterwood had a bead on it and gets the Bryant Hornets out of the inning. Well, all right, folks, we've got a 1-run game. Har-Ber 1, Bryant 0. We're coming back for the bottom of the 7th here in just a moment on the Bentonville Tiger Athletics YouTube channel.
Jack Links presents Messin' with Sasquatch.
Oh. Oh no!
Jack Links Jerky. Feed your wild side.
And I'm gonna need your customer number, account number, and ID number.
Ever get the feeling you're treated like a number instead of a person?
You know the difference between these numbers? Can't help me at all?
Some places can make you feel like a number. Your bank shouldn't be one of them.
Maria, how are you doing?
At Legacy National Bank, we believe in relationships and taking the time to get to know you and your goals. You're never a number at Legacy National Bank. Your legacy starts here.
Okay, folks, we are back in Bentonville for the bottom of the 7th.
Jack Links presents Messin' with Sasquatch.
Right here. The Bryant Hornets down to their last 3 outs of the season if they can't come up with a run. Har-Ber 3 outs away from facing the Bentonville Tigers in next week's state championship game. And leading it off for the Bryant Hornets will be Michaela Easterwood. And Easterwood has to bunt her way on. Easterwood just got the Hornets out of the inning with her catch out in left field. And now she's going to try to give the Hornets a base runner to potentially tie the game. No balls, 1 strike. That one is hit toward the gap in right center. That's going to get down for a base hit. Easterwood's on her way to second. Ball is bobbled out there. Easterwood on her way to third. And Easterwood is in third, standing up. And the Bryant Hornets now have a runner 60 feet away from tying this one up. Wow, what a shot by Michaela Easterwood. And now the Har-Ber coach wants to come out and have a conversation, make sure they understand the situation. He'll set his defense. They cannot let the run score. And when we resume action, it'll be Specs Easterwood, the Bryant second baseman, who will come to the plate. Specs Easterwood, she'll stand in from the left side. And you got to believe that the Bryant coach is trying to figure out a way to get this run in to tie this ball game up. So here we go, Sierra Dots. Swing and a miss by Specs Easterwood. Crowd here has come to life. Michaela Easterwood on third base with nobody out, down by a run. Dots with the pitch, that one's outside. Swing and a miss, strike 2. You can tell left side of the infield end, they're going to try to cut down Michaela Easterwood at the plate if given the opportunity. That's a 1-2 count now. Specs Easterwood. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Dots struck her out, a big strikeout to get the first out in the inning.
Number 33, Jenna Nichols.
8 strikeouts now in the afternoon for Sierra Dots, and she'll face Jenna Nichols, the catcher. Nichols lined out to right field last time at bat. And the first pitch to Nichols down in the turf for ball one. Nichols going to be hit by the pitch. And the winning run is standing on first base. The go-ahead run, shall I say. Well, that'd be the winning run. And that's going to bring, looks like we may have a pinch hitter for Bryant. Number 21. So Marley Garcia, that is the batter in the order, but
Number 22, Lily Mefford.
Lily Medford coming into pinch hit for Marley Garcia. She'll stand in from the left side. Runners at the corners for Bryant. Down by one, bottom of the seventh. One out. And Medford tries to bunt that one. That one misses outside. 1 ball, 1 strike to Lily Medford. Easterwood at third. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. And Jenna Nichols makes her way down to second base. No throw. Defensive indifference. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Lily Medford, just entering the game as a pinch hitter. Dots with the pitch. That one outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Medford with 2 runners in scoring position. The winning run on second with 1 out. On the 2-2. Medford's going to stay alive. She'll slap that one foul over to the right, left side. Two balls, 2 strikes. Dots set to deliver. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. She struck her out. And now the Bryant Hornets down to their last out of the season. And it will be number 37, Aaliyah Pegram, the Bryant first baseman, will stand in from the right side. Sierra Dots now gets the signal. First pitch to Pegram, strike 1. Dots looks in. Here's the pitch. That one outside. Ball 2. Or ball, I'm sorry, 1 ball, 1 strike. My apologies. Pegram batting out of the 8-hole. Here's the pitch. That one outside. Now, there is a base open. So Dots doesn't have to give her anything right down the middle with 2 balls and 1 strike. That one just high. 3 balls, 1 strike. And if Pegram reaches, it'll be Alana Dunn. Three balls, 1 strike. That one right down the middle, strike 2. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The Bryant Hornets down to their final strike of the season. Well, and you can hear the crowd out there. Big moment. Dots. She's ready on the payoff pitch. That one is fouled over the screen as everybody takes a breath. Alana Dunn. I'm sorry, Pegram. That one's going to be hit toward first base, and the Har-Ber Wildcats have won the game 1-0, and they have just punched their ticket to next week's state championship game to take on the Bentonville Tigers. What a game, what a pitching performance by both sides once again. Sierra Dots going to get the win. But what a great effort by Madeline Baldwin. Pitched a wonderful game. But it was the Har-Ber Wildcats who scored 1 back in the top of the 4th that are going to emerge victorious today. And they will make their way to Conway to take on the Bentonville Tigers next week for the Arkansas 6A State Softball Championship. We're going to keep it right here for just a moment as the ticket to the State Softball Championship will be presented. As you can see, Bentonville High School Athletic Director Chris Hutchins getting set to make the presentation to the Har-Ber Wildcats, the ticket to next week's state championship game. We'll zoom in on those folks. Hey, hats off to the Bryant Hornets. Played a tremendous game today, but just wasn't enough as the Har-Ber Wildcats win 1-0. And there you see it, the road to the finals. And it's the Har-Ber Wildcats. Well, folks, it has been an exciting day of softball here. And I'm so glad we could bring it to you on the Bentonville Tiger Athletics YouTube channel. Well, that's going to do it, folks. We hope you tune in to next week's state championship games. Those will be carried by Arkansas PBS Network. And those will take place in Conway. And for the softball state championship, it'll be the Har-Ber Wildcats taking on your Bentonville Tigers. Well, that's going to do it for this broadcast. We hope you enjoyed it.